Welcome to Zoe's Treasures, where the vibe is vintage. Buckle up.
Hey everybody, welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy, and as always, I'm here with my husband Noel. He's behind the scenes running our cameras. Today is French country, so just about everything I have is French country decor, or that design aesthetic. So hopefully that you like French country, because we got a lot of it. I've got about 20 items, maybe a little less listed. The rest is random pulls, so I've got everything behind me on the shelves. I'm always happy to take requests. I do prioritize pre-bids and request, and we do free shipping. So if you are new to Zoe's Treasures, welcome to the home of free shipping for vintage decor. Everything you buy in the auction tab and in the bin, or the buy it now, the store shop down there in the corner, is always free shipping. So you can spend your money more on the products you want and not have to worry about paying for that shipping cost. The other thing that we do a little bit differently here, we do two other things. Every time you buy 3 or more items, you will get a coupon in your box, a pretty decent one for any future show. And also our top 3 tiers, we do rewards. We'll remind you throughout the show to make sure you're going up here to grab your coupons. And our top 3 tiers get invited to a special rewards members appreciation show on the last day of each month. And that's a little bit different of a show. We run that quite differently than your standard auction, but those people get first dibs on everything I have curated during the month for the following month. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do some of our pre-listed items, and then we'll pull some randoms in here and there. Let's start with this gorgeous piece first. I love this. This is actually, this is French, so perfect for French country. It is a glass pitcher. Absolutely stunning Victorian era pitcher. It is that very thin glass. It is so delicate. We have ponto marks down there on the bottom, ruffled top, the gorgeous paint around the edges, just beautiful. Pitcher is in mint condition. You also get 3 small tumblers. Now the tumblers have a little bit of paint wear on them and maybe a flea bite or 2 around the edges, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous set. And we're going to get that one running. I like to do, I've been altering between 10 and 15 seconds, so we'll do 10 seconds. And that is up and going. I do like to throw dollar starts in every now and then as a surprise, and if I get enough people in the room, we'll do all dollar starts. And speaking of dollar starts, my ultimate business goal, I already have free shipping. The ultimate business goal is to do free shipping and dollar starts. We are going to be doing a test show next Saturday's primitive decor. So primitive, ironstone, and salvage, all dollar starts, all free shipping next Saturday. Today, we're playing it by ear. If I feel that we're there, we'll throw some more dollar starts in. Y'all, Southern Charm just came in. She just got done doing Vintage Wars. So I watched her on there. She was going like crazy, sold all kinds of stuff. So congratulations. Your show was amazing. I hope you have had time to catch your breath and rest a little bit. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's do this guy. This is a beautiful, it's like a vase. I'm not sure. At first I thought it was a goblet, but it is a vase. It's a ceramic piece. I love the floral on here. It is so pretty. Let me kind of show you the inside real quick. So nice and clean. It was used at one point for a couple dirt spots for a planter. But we're going to run that for $5. Up and going. Thanks so much for your bid. If it's a listed item, if it's something that I pull from the auction tab, I usually do have measurements. Everything else I will measure for you and give you measurements. The teacup trap, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, look at this piece. Look at what is next on the list. This is gorgeous. This is a thick, heavy brass candle ombre. I always have trouble saying that word. So you have your 3 places for your candles there. Nice and sturdy. It's all one piece. It is just stunning. There is some wax residue in there, but that's easy enough to clean out. And then you have your bottom there. Gorgeous piece of brass. 13 inches tall. And look at that. The width there, I think I put it 10 inches wide. Thank you so much for your bid. And tarnished, and the rest of your tarnished and timeless. Thank you so much.
On its way to
I'm looking at my iPad and it cut your name off. Let's throw a dollar start in here. Let's do a random item. We have a Longenberger basket, which I just think is so pretty, so French country. To me, Longenberger always goes with like farmhouse and French country. So if I can find my random listing here, give me a second. We will go ahead and run this guy for just a dollar. There it is. All right, so real quick before I run it, it is a Longenberger. It has the plastic insert to it. It is in great shape. It has the all the little Longenberger markings on the bottom. There's a little spot right here, but I think most of that is removable. And you have both of your little leather handles, and that is up and running for just a dollar. Thanks so much for your bids. And Debbie B, that's a first purchase for you. Thank you. On Saturdays, we like to have a little fun and play some games. We got some trivia cards actually from Southern Charm, so I thought I would read a couple out, throw some answers in the chat. We don't have prizes. It's just for fun, just to get things hopping. So here, let's try the first one. Which search engine was initially named Backrub? Anybody know what was initially named Backrub? I see you, Tarnished and Timeless. Let me go ahead and run that. Was not Google. Look at you, Southern Charm. So Google, instead of like, yeah, and Google's the answer. So instead of saying, oh, go Google it, we would have been saying, go Backrub it. How crazy is that? All right, we're going to go ahead and run this one. This was by request. This is absolutely beautiful. It is it's called Sadler's who makes it. You have your pinks and your mint greens accented by all this gorgeous gold. It is in great condition. We do have the Sadler mark. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it there on the bottom. It does have all the correct markings there. It is in perfect condition. And that is up and going. That would have been terrible, I know. Let's go Backrub it. Thanks so much for your bid. And Tarnished and Timeless, that is heading to you. Thank you. Well, let's do this guy here. This is a beautiful teapot. Look at this pretty piece here. If you like teapots, to me this is just so classy. You've got all your really pretty purple flowers on there. The spout is in perfect condition. You've got your gold accents going around it. Let me just double check because sometimes we get chippies on the inside. Yeah, there's like a little bit of like flea bites going on right here on the lid. But other than that, it is in good shape. There's no big cracks or chunks missing or anything like that. We'll get to it in a second here. Let's go ahead and give that a go. We're going to run that for $12. Up and going. Beautiful teapot with the purple flowers. Thanks for looking at that one. I'm going to go back to my list here. We're going to work our way down the list because that makes it easy for me. Hello, Lake Erie Vintage. Let's look at this Fenton piece. I love the coloring on this one. So this is a Fenton, and it is the Gold Crest. Get my little inventory tag. It is the Fenton Gold Crest. I love the big like bulb bottom to it there. And of course you have that gold crest along the top. It is in perfect condition. I want to say it does not have the actual Fenton mark, but it is Fenton. And this is like really thin glass. When you hold it up to light, you can almost see through that white there on the bottom. And that is up and running. How is everybody today? You guys having a good weekend? Any fun plans besides Vintage Wars? Thanks so much for looking at that. Let's go ahead and run this other one. So we have the first one. This one's a little bit smaller. Let me show you the one that's sold for comparison. So this was the one that was listed. That was intense, wasn't it? So if you can see side by side, you can see the difference. This one already sold. This is the one we're going to run. So it's just a tad bit smaller. It stands about 4.5 inches tall, and it is that same pattern. You've got that beautiful pink antiquing this morning. I'm so jealous. I have to, when I go to like the antique, I got to take a day off my like full-time job and then go antiquing. So you have the pink and your mint green. Of course, you've got that gorgeous gold, and it is Sadler also. And that guy is up and going. Thanks so much for your bid. And Tarnished and Timeless heading your way.
Thank you.
That graphic there, that is my favorite. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate that. All right, let's look at this one. This is a milk glass piece, but it's a little bit different. I actually have 2 of the satiny milk glass. I only have one in my show. The other one's in my personal collection. But this is a butter or a cheese dish, because I think that's a lot of butter. I think this is huge for butter. This is so pretty. So we have our gorgeous like floral. This isn't your grape and leaf that we normally would see. And it has that like satin finish to it. But you have all the florals around there. It is in beautiful shape. It's Imperial Glass is who makes it. And then, of course, you got this gorgeous bottom. And the lid just fits right on top there. It is in perfect condition. And that's going now. The lights are a little reflecting on there, but it is a good one. And Melissa, thank you so much. That is heading to you. You don't see that, it's not frosted, that type of glass very often. Let's see what's next here. Let's do these little pictures. Of course, I always pick something that I stick way in the back. All right, so we have 2 of them. They're going to come together. They're like little mini pictures. They are 5-inch square. And this is like a tile in there. It's like a ceramic tile. The back is like a normal picture with your brown paper. They've got the little metal piece there to hang it, and it's a wooden frame. So it's a hunting scene. So you have 2 of them. They match. And they're both the same size. Their wood is a little worn. You do see some wear on that wood. And they're up and running now. And you get both of those. Brass pitcher behind you on the top shelf. It is copper over brass. We can run this one. Let me look and see if I have it listed or not. Past and perfect. Thank you so much. That is going to you. Oh no, it's silver over copper. That's what it is. Let's see here. We'll run it. If I quit dropping stuff. So this is silver over copper. Let me just see. I don't know if I have that one listed or not. I don't think I did. Oh, I did right here. Is that the right one? No, that's a different one. All right, so I don't have it listed. Okay, we're going to just run it as a random. It is Oneida, I want to say. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Oneida. I can't quite make it out, but it is silver plate over copper, so it's copper on the inside. You have the lid that flips open like this. There is tarnish down in there. And of course, you've got this gorgeous ornate handle, beautiful spout. It is 10 inches. It would look gorgeous with the florals coming out of it. It's the kind that used to fit into a certain type of a stand, but those are always Not always, but a lot of times they're hard to find together. Out in the wild, as we say. And we're going to start that at $15. That guy is up and going. Think about it, open this up, put some fall flowers, the oranges and browns and light creams coming out of that. It would be absolutely stunning. Thanks so much for looking at that one. Let's put that way up here. All right. Oh, thank you for coming in through a shared link, and thank you to whoever shared the link. I didn't see that, but I appreciate it. Let's look at this little piece from Italy. This has a ton of crazing and staining on it, which I love crazing and staining. So it is it's actually a 3-piece set. So you get the underplate, you get the serving dish with the lid. So we'll look at it a piece at a time. So you have your serving dish here. Look at that pretty pattern on there, the yellows and the greens. And you get all that gorgeous crazing and staining. You see the crazing and staining inside there. And that is not dirt in there. If you can kind of see there's some brown specks. It is not dirt. I did wash it out. It does say Italy on the back. Is that what that says? Yes, it does say Italy. And then, of course, you get the underplate, which is really beautiful too. I would almost separate the pieces and use them like separately in my decor just because they're so pretty. And that is up and running. Thanks for looking at that one. Let's do something for $1 here. We have this little piece. Is this Limoges? Who makes this one? Let me see. I can't make it out. My eyesight is just not good enough. It is a little condiment, like a little mustard or jelly or jam dish. So it is porcelain. You have your lid. Beautiful little inside, attached underplate. We do have a maker's mark. I just can't quite make it out. And then, of course, your lid has the little spot for your spoon. It is such a dainty, beautiful little piece. And that's going to go for just $1. Up and running. Thanks so much for your bid. Thank you, thank you. The teacup trap, that is heading to you. Thank you very much. This next one, the design on this is so gorgeous. So this one is Spode. It is a Spode Imperial serving dish. Look at the design on there. Look at all that intricate, just detail work going around it. It is a serving bowl that kind of sets up, a little bit. So if you had some sauce or gravy in there, that would be okay. And it does say Spode there on the back. It is a white, but it's kind of a off-white. It kind of has a little bit of a cream to it. And I just love the detail around the edges. Thank you so much for your bid. And Linda Barr, that is going to you. Thank you so much. What is next? We have another. This one is not brass, but let's take a look at this one here. I knew I had two in the show today. All right, so this one is, this is the Oneida. I knew I had one Oneida in here somewhere. So this is the Oneida. Look at that handle. I love how far out that comes. So gorgeous. Nice tarnish. I mean, just the right amount of tarnish. And of course, you have that flipped up lid. This would be another one. It does say Oneida there on the bottom. This would be another one that would be so gorgeous with fall florals coming out of it. We're going to drop that down to $12 and run that now. Thanks so much for looking at that. See if I can get that put back there. All right, let's do, actually I want to finish going through my list and then we'll get to our randoms here. There is nothing more classic for French country than a plain white pitcher, and I have two of them today. So this is the first one I have. Making sure I have the right number here, 23. Yep. So this is a ceramic, plain white pitcher, but it is absolutely beautiful. You have a little bit of kind of like detail going around the edges. No chips or cracks. Of course, you got your very fancy handle, scallop top. And this is a ceramic piece. If you are just joining, welcome. Thank you so much for coming to the show. We greatly appreciate it. We do free shipping here. So if you did not know that, anything you buy today will ship to you for free. And Ash, thank you so much. That is going to you. Let's take a look at this picture here. I do have just a few things listed in my tab, or in the auction tab. Then I have a ton of randoms that I'm going to be pulling after I go through them.
Reclaim Vintage, thank you for sharing your show.
I do have another one. You know what? We can go ahead and do that first. So I have, this one's just a tad bit different style, but it is a beautiful white pitcher. We're going to run this one as a random. So ignore what's on the screen right now. We'll make that go away. So this is a, I never say this name right, Godfinger and Company. So that's who makes this one. That's the mark on the bottom. And look at how smooth that looks. It is just the most beautiful smoothness coming up with another scalloped edge on top. Let me give you a height. It is about 7 inches tall. No chips or cracks on that. And that is up and running for just $12 today. Thanks so much for your bid. Do you have ironstone white pitchers in this show? Or if you come next Saturday. So I save all my ironstone for next Saturday. And Melissa, Alicia, thank you so much. That's going to you. Melissa, next Saturday is going to be everybody's lucky day. So as I was saying when I started my show, my goal is to do free shipping and dollar starts on all of my shows for all of my vintage shows. I'm already have the free shipping, so we're there. We're doing that. I do throw dollar starts in whenever I can. But starting next Saturday, it's Primitive Ironstone and Salvage. So it's a show I do about every 5 to 6 weeks. It is going to be a full show of dollar starts and free shipping. So bookmark that next Saturday and come and see me for some great deals. And I always have ironstone in those shows. So it just depends what I was able to source, but there's always a mix of ironstone happening in those shows. All right, what do we have? I was going to do the picture next. So I am in love with art. I'm super excited about it. It is my goal, and eventually I will get there to do completely dollar starts and free shipping. I've done both separately. I've done dollar starts and I've done free shipping. And every now and then I'll mix the two, but never a full show. So, all right, so we have this gorgeous piece of art. Look at this, see if I can, there we go. It is the frame print of the mosque. I can't read my whole thing. Santa Sofia. It is a print, but it looks like a sketch. It is just beautiful, very nicely framed. And sketches are my favorite. Of all art, sketches are my absolute favorite. That is up and running. The measurements are in that description there. Thank you so much for your bid. And Shebug, that's a first purchase for you. Thank you so much.
On its way to you.
Let's do the green and white. So I don't have any more plain white, but I do have a green and white.
Hey Fish, how you doing, Sean?
Yes, Fish. Hello. How was your raid train this morning? Did you go yet? Oh, I thought it was earlier today. All right. We have a green and white picture. This one is so pretty. I just love the cuts and how fancy it is. And look, it looks like somebody went and squished it down, doesn't it? It is so cute. And I don't know why, but I have been so in love with green lately. It says number 62 on the bottom. If that means anything to anybody, I don't know what number 62 means, but it does say that on the bottom. Good, I'm glad it went good. And it's up and running. Owl prints. No owl prints. I had to think about that for a second. Oh, okay. Oh, looks like we have a pre-bid on this one. I was about to say, I love this one. So this is milk glass koi fish candle holders. They are just beautiful. Look at these. I've only ever had these in my possession, not this pair, but one other time. In all of my years of reselling that, only one other time. The gorgeous koi fish, you can actually see each and every scale. The detail is beautiful. The insides are clean on those. The only call out, and there's nothing really wrong with it, but it looks like there's like a little piece of like glue or wax or something on his nose. But I'm pretty sure that's something that could be cleaned up with a little elbow grease. These guys are 9 1/4 inches tall. I think I listed them as 9, so 9 1/4. And hold on, okay, they are running now. Let's see, turn one like that so you can see that gorgeous fish on there. So beautiful. Thank you so much for your bids. And past perfect, present tense. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see, we're getting a little too much glare. Which light would you like me to turn off, my love? Behind this one? Okay. There we go. Let's see if that will reduce some of our glare. All right, so I have quite a few of these pieces, but I'm gonna sell them individually because they're really big, like serving bowls. This is the plate, actually. I think they would make such good plates for like the plate wall, or if you want to put something under a plant and still have a little bit of prettiness coming out. You're so welcome. Thank you. Look at this. This is antique, just English dinnerware. It is a ceramic and they're actually pretty thick. We do have some staining on them. I'm running them one at a time. No chips or cracks, but I love it. I think a plant in the middle of that would be just gorgeous. And let's drop that down. We're going to do $8. Oops, not that. There we go. And that's going now. It is a 10-inch diameter plate. Thank you so much for looking at that one. I'm going to grab some random stuff and then we'll come back to the list in a minute. Look at these. Look at how beautiful these are. These are PPA. I do not know that. There's some other writing on there that I cannot read. But you get 2 of them. They are the gold trimmed like leaf or feather trays. So little trinket dishes, little serving dishes. They are in perfect condition. You're going to get both of them. And they do measure 10 inches long. If I can find my listing, here we go. And we're going to start those for $11. Ooh, not 71, 11. Let me get typing right there. You go, you get both of those for $11. Hello, Leslie's Gems. How are you? Thank you so much for looking. So everybody, I don't know if you've heard, JJ Shopper and CG Boomerang Echo have put together a community raid train where you put it in the community category and you teach something that's not about whatnot. So you use your expertise. Thank you for your purchase from the bin. So you teach something that's not about like anything whatnot. Well, I'm a CPA, so I have one scheduled for Tuesday night. I'm going to teach about taxes and accounting. I haven't quite narrowed it down, but something with taxes on Tuesday night. So I'm looking forward to that. I also do tax and accounting shows as we get towards the end of the year for resellers. So I do a lot of talks focused on every Friday morning I do a talk show focused on whatever topics have come to me that week. And I try to answer any questions. But specifically, I do tax and accounting come the end of the year. So come Tuesday, we're going to do one of these community shows. So you can check it out. It's in listed. I already have it up and listed. So you can bookmark it if you are interested. All right, we have a Lenox piece. I just love Lenox because it's classic. And to me, it is so French country with its creaminess and its gold. It's just beautiful. I love the elegance that Lenox brings to a room. So I'm pretty sure that this is an ashtray. However, I wouldn't use it as an ashtray. The only reason I say that is because these little side pieces here. But it would make such a beautiful trinket dish. Even to put next to a sink, it is a little bit bigger, but it would be gorgeous. 8 inches. You can even pile decorative soaps or something on there. And we're going to go ahead and run that one. 8 inches, mint condition, 8 inches, yes. 8-inch diameter, mint condition. Beautiful gold stamped Linux. Hello, Leslie, a reworker's passion. How are you?
Hello, Miss Leslie.
Thanks for looking at that. All right, if you like stained up, crazed up stuff, oh, thank you, One Handyman. I'm so glad it brightened your day. That makes me happy to hear that. Thank you. If you like stained up, crazed up stuff, I have a serving platter for you here. This is another piece from that English dinnerware collection. It has just the smallest little, almost a dainty sawtooth edge going on there. And look at that staining. Look at it. It is so pretty. If you like any of that primitive type stuff, we're going to go ahead and run this one for just $1. It is 11 inches long. And that is up and running for just $1. Thank you so much for your bids. And Melissa, that is going to you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and then I have another one that has just more staining. It's not the same type of staining, but you can see that nice, beautiful staining in the middle there. It's a little bit different of a shape, but you still have that great sawtooth edge. No chips or cracks, just that gorgeous staining. This one is 12 inches long. And we're going to run this one for just $5 because it is a little bit bigger there, and that is up and going. I love the florals on this. Thank you so much for your bid. And Melissa, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we have, which one is this? I think this is Wedgwood. Pretty sure it's Wedgwood. A sugar and creamer set, and it is Wedgwood. I want to say it's Queensware is the pattern name to it. So normally we see Wedgwood, and it is the blue with the white florals around here. This is all like cream on cream, so it's like if we're talking about paint in a home, it's like color drenched, which I just think is gorgeous. So you have your dainty little creamer here. Again, this is Wedgwood, and I'm pretty sure it's Queensware is the name of the pattern. And then you have your lid to your sugar bowl, and you have your sugar bowl. It is in mint condition. Everything is in mint condition unless if there's a call out, I will try to make sure I tell you about it. And if you have your Wedgwood mark on the bottom. So it is your sugar and creamer set. And that is up and going now. Picture this on a silver tray, or even like a floral tray would be so pretty. Thank you for looking at that. We have a little bit more Lenox here. Lenox is just so classic. You're going to get 2 bowls. Now they don't match, but they're Lenox and they're white and gold, so you can use them together. So you get the Lenox bowl, and it is just like your little trinket bowl. You have your gold, and I love the leaf print going all the way around this one. And then you have this one that's just a tad bit bigger. They both are gold stamped. So you're going to get both of those bowls. And let's have fun with this. And we're going to run that set for $1. You get both of them up for just $1. Thanks so much for your bids. And Alicia, that is going to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have another Lenox here, and look at this one. Sugar and creamer. This is an open sugar dish. If you have not noticed, I have an affinity for sugar and creamers. I'm slowly paring down my collection because I have way too many. But this one is elegant as it could be. Think if you have your mother-in-law come over and you want to serve her some coffee, how beautiful would this be? Or even just your best friend and you want to get a little fancier. We have your cream and gold Lenox. It is gold stamp. It is gold stamped. Beautiful. No call outs on it. And you get that set for just $11. Thanks for looking at that. right, this one, is this a Royal Hager? McCoy? I'm thinking this is a McCoy. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Did I write it down? I did. It is a McCoy. I did research it. So this is a McCoy. Florentine. I think the proper name is Florentine. Can you show the Wedgwood again, please? I just missed it. Yeah, I'll run this and I'll grab that Wedgwood. Absolutely. Oh, good. I'm glad you got your gravy boat. Awesome. So this is a McCoy. It is the Florentine style and is that deep dark green. Part of the characteristic of a French country design aesthetic is bringing in natural colors. So it's not just the whites and the golds, but it's also natural. So I thought this fit really well. It is marked on the bottom USA 405. The inside is somebody has used it as the planter. Let me show you the inside. I don't know if you can see. It does have some dirt in there because it has been used as a planter, rightfully so. And it is 9 inches tall. And that is going to go for $12. And that's running now. Thank you so much for your bid. And River Bottom Collective, thank you so much. That is heading to you. This is a great piece.
On its way to you.
All right.
Yes, Crow's Nest, you're late. You are late.
Crow's Nest, you're in trouble now. All right, we have the Wedgwood. So we have the sugar and creamer. So I'll show you this, but I also have 2 of the tea coffee cups and saucers in the same pattern. So keep that in mind as you're looking at this one. So it is the Wedgwood. It is the Queensware Wedgwood, white on white, which I love. It's color drenched. It is in mint condition. We do have our Wedgwood mark on the bottom. I cannot speak. And then, of course, we have our little sugar bowl. So our creamer, lidded sugar bowl, and a creamer. I'll get it right one of these days. And that is up and running. It is Wedgwood. I'm not going to mess it up this time. I'm going to say it perfectly just because you asked me, Crow's Nest. Thank you so much for your bids. I appreciate that. And Mad Hatter's Travel Trunk, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and take a look at the matching cups and saucers I have for that while we're looking at it. All right, so we do have 2 of the cups that go with it. So this is the exact same style Wedgwood. These are in mint condition. So you get 2 cups and 2 of your teacup saucers. For these ones, we are going to run these for $13. And they are up and going now. The pattern is Queensware. Thank you so much for your bid. And Mad Hatter's Travel Trunk going to you. That is such a gorgeous set. I love the white on white. I have a lot of sugar and creamers. I don't know how that happens. I know how that happens because I have too many and just in general. So this is, who makes this one? This is Westmoreland. Westmoreland Milk Glass Sugar and Creamer. It is your grape and leaf pattern. You are very welcome. Thank you. So you have a smaller size creamer. No chips or cracks. Everything's in perfect condition. And then, of course, you have your open sugar bowl with your two-handled open sugar bowl. It is Westmoreland. I'll turn it like that so you can see it. And that is up and running now for that sugar and creamer set. This looks so good with your little bottle brush trees in it at Christmas time. Thank you so much for your bid. The teacup trap heading your way. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Y'all, if you have not checked out the teacup trap, she is a newer seller, has some great stuff. So you might want to click on her name and see what she has. All right, this is that same pattern of that English dinnerware that I have been showing you, but this is the massive serving bowl. This is so gorgeous. You don't even have to use this as a serving bowl. Think about this in the middle of your table with florals or whatever else, just greenery coming out of it. That would be stunning. It is a very substantial piece here. Thank you for your purchase. And it's trimmed in gold. It is just absolutely beautiful. Look at that little pedestal base it has. Let me give you a measurement on this one. Ooh, 12.5 inches by 9.5 inches. And that is up and going now. I know we can't see in there. Thank you for your bid, but look at those handles. Look how beautiful those handles are. Leslie's Gems, thank you so much. If you guys really like this pattern, I have a few more pieces that were just too big to put in the show. They are in my bin. Or the buy now, since we're trying to use more proper terminology. All right, we have a Lenox vase, your classic bug vase, but you know what's so cool about this? Look at the bottom here. Look at how it, like, the leaves flow out down there. So pretty. It is a gold stamp Lenox, and 9 inches tall. And that's going for, you know what? Let's do that for $1. I feel good right now. Going for $1. Thanks so much for your bids. Ash 4, that's heading to you. All right, you guys, if you're just joining and you missed the announcement, my ultimate business goal, if you guys ever join me on Fridays, I talk a lot about business, a lot about setting goals and ways to achieve those, different tools you can use and such. One of my business goals is to be a free shipping seller, but also a dollar start seller. I'm a firm believer in dollar starts. I did 2 months of full dollar starts and I do all free shipping now. I am finally going to be merging those two together. Next Saturday, I am doing a test run show. The full show of primitive, ironstone, and salvage will be a full show of nothing but dollar starts and free shipping. So bookmark it, check it out, come take a look, see how it goes. And I will then, in a future Friday talk show, be talking about how that worked out for me. Don't miss it. All right, we have a smaller pitcher or creamer, whichever you would prefer. You cannot put it in the microwave because of the gold on there, but it is so pretty. Look at that gold detail. No idea who makes it. There is no maker's mark. And it stands just over 5 inches tall. We're going to run it for just $5. Up and going. Thanks so much for checking that one out. All right, this one is really pretty. You almost can't do French country without doing some type of goose or a duck or something like that. Not the ones with the bows. That's like cozy cottage, but more like sophisticated birds, right? So we have a sophisticated bird on an ashtray. I would not use this again as an ashtray. It is a perfect, see if we can see it. There you go. You get that goose in there. It is a perfect little trinket dish. We're going to go ahead and run that. Let's see if I do this. You can actually see the bird underneath there maybe. Nope, you can't see it. Well, we're just going to have to go with it. Try again, put the bird underneath there. And we're going to run that for just $1. That is up and going. Thanks so much for your bid. Oh, thank you so much, Leslie's Gems. Reclaimed Vintage, that is going to you. Thank you very much. That is number 14. Oh, nothing broke. I'm just banging. Just being clumsy. But I didn't break anything. All right, so this one is not super, super vintage. It is Better Homes and Gardens, but it is totally the French country look. You get a gravy boat and the underplate. And I don't know if you can see, it has just like this little kind of grayish little pattern along the edge. It is Better Homes and Gardens. And it is nice thick piece of ceramic. So it is not, it's a good substantial piece. It's not like one of those dainty pieces. And that is up and going. This is a bigger size gravy boat, 9.5 inches. Thank you so much for looking at that. All right. I have a huge amber glass collection, and I've got to pare down because I actually had so much on a shelf that I had to take it all down, and now my husband has to fix the shelf. Is the screen frozen? Try like swiping down and coming back up again. Sometimes that'll work. Is it frozen for anybody else? Nope. Okay, good. So it's not an overall problem. It's just individual problem. Okay, so good. Thank you so much. So I have to part ways with some of my amber glass. This is a gorgeous amber glass pitcher. I love the pitchers up here where your ice doesn't fall out when you're pouring your sweet tea. And look at it, it's almost a honeycomb design on there. So pretty. It is in perfect condition. 9 inches tall. And we're going to run that for just $8. If you are just joining, we do have free shipping. So anything you buy is free shipping. The only time it is not free shipping is when you are buying from the store outside of a show. But as Susan, thank you so much. As long as you're purchasing within a show, it is free shipping.
On its way to you.
And even if you're not purchasing in the show, my weights are very low, so I end up absorbing most of the shipping cost. So we try to make it work good for you. All right, this is yes, it is. This is the last piece I have of that gorgeous English dinnerware. This is a lidded serving dish. Let me just hold it up so you can like look at how gorgeous this is. You got the feet there. You've got that gorgeous lid. So we have that lid. There are some superficial crack lines in the lid, but they do not go all the way through. Look at that handle. I mean, I just love everything about this set. And then you've got that bottom there, nice and deep if you actually wanted to, fill it up with your vegetables or your mashed potatoes for your dinner table. This does measure about 13 inches across. And we're going to run that for $15, up and going. Thanks so much for your bid. And the teacup trap, that is heading to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Find a safe place to put this down. All right, let's put that right there. What's next? Let's do something for $1. Haven't done $1 start in a little bit. Look at how dainty and pretty this is. Oh, well, I'm glad you tried. That makes me happy. But look at how dainty and pretty this is. The beautiful little flowers on this. I love them. It is so cute. And who makes this one? This is Darby something or another. It's English. Pink candy dish on shelf. Pink candy dish. I'm lost. I don't know. I don't have a pink one. Help me
Miss
out.
Medina, yes, everything is free shipping.
We're going to run this, and I'm going to figure out what candy dish you're asking about. This guy's up and running for just $1. Pink candy dish. Don't know. She-Bug, thank you so much. That's going to you. Let me put a number on that.
Thank
Behind
you.
me on the shelf. I don't have anything pink. I have clear candy dish. I'm so lost because I have nothing pink, so I do not know.
Hello, Miss Amy.
Hopefully I'll get to it. I'm gonna pull everything that looks like a candy dish. I know, but I don't. It's not pink, so I don't know what they're talking about. We're gonna run this. I'm gonna keep running anything that looks like a candy dish. On the left, thank you. This is not pink, but possibly. No fairy lamps today. We do not know if this is what you're talking about, but we can run this next also. I'll put it right here to do it. If not, we're just going to keep trying. I'll figure it out. We're going to keep trying here. Let's run this one first. This is obviously clear glass, but look at the pattern on there. You know what would be so pretty? It's a candy dish, but what would be so pretty is to put some twinkly lights in there with a little bit of greenery at Christmas time, maybe some cranberries. Absolutely stunning. It is in perfect condition. Nice, big, heavy piece of glass. There is a maker's mark in there, but I can't read it, so I have no clue who makes it. I don't know if it's, oh, I think it's crystal too. It dings like crystal. So we're going to go ahead and run this one. And that is up and going. Thank you so much for your bid. Johansson, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm doing a lot of banging, aren't I? All right. I am so lost. I want to do the candy dish, but I have no idea which one it is. Looks like Fostoria, but several companies made that pattern. Oh, thank you, Daisy Lane. I love it when you guys give me information like that because I don't always know. I forgot that I had these. I'm sorry, which one? This one? Okay. Goodness gracious. My husband says to run this one. All right. It was this one. Thank you. Okay. So this is actually, it is white and yellow and green. It is gorgeous. A ton of crazing, a little bit of staining going on. It is a 3-piece set. So we have the lid there. And then, of course, you've got your bowl. This is from Italy. And then I love the underplate because look at the pattern on there. You can use them separately. Like I would separate it out from my decor so you can see that gorgeous print on it. I think I have this one listed, so let me go ahead and find a listing for it. There it is. And we're going to go ahead and get that one going. Sorry it took me so long to figure that out. Let's turn it this way so you can kind of see how pretty it is. It didn't look pink from the background. Thanks so much for looking at that. If you like pink, Choco Dog. So if you like pink stuff, I am on a raid train coming up. I have not even put my thumbnail in yet, but if you search it, it is the pink raid train. It is going to be the beginning of September, and we'll have nothing but pink. I do have pink milk glass that I'm going to have in that show. So that's pretty cool.
It was probably the reflection of the light.
Oh, the lights are giving a pink hue? Okay. We're going to maybe have to change those bulbs out. So this is that Queensware Wedgwood. Again, this is my last two pieces. They're just two saucers, not teacup. They're regular, like dessert size saucers. No chips or cracks. You're going to get both of them. And they measure 6 1/4 inch in diameter. And I'm going to run both of these for just $1. And they're up and going. You get both of the Wedgeware saucers for $1. Thank you so much for your bids. And the teacup trap heading your way.
Thank you.
You guys, I have to show you. Well, we have Battle of the Best coming up next week. So we're going to take a little intermission here so I can show you my battle item. These are up, been posted, ready for pre-bids. They are starting at $1. Last time I looked, they were still at $1, so you have a chance of getting something really good. You get the set. It is the pair of these. This is Spanish glass, hand-painted, and it is by an artist. Let's see, they had signed it here. Let me find the name. Royo is the artist, R-O-Y-O. I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly, but he is a Spanish artist known for his hand-painting of the glass. Look at how delicate, absolutely stunning. This is already listed in my Battle of the Best show, and it comes with both pieces. So had to show that off for a second there so you can take a look. I don't think the pictures do it justice whatsoever. All right, let's do this one. How gorgeous are these cherubs? They are just adorable. You get your 3 little cherubs in your planter. The planter has been used. There's some staining in there, if we can see it. Some staining from a prior plant. On the bottom, it says Samson Import. It is very light. It is a ceramic, but it is a very, very light ceramic. I love the cherubs on this one. 10 inches tall. I'm going to run that for $14, up and going. This would look so good, like on a bookshelf or on a stack of books. Would be so pretty with this. Thanks so much. We're going to put that up here. All right, let's run this little guy for $1 here. I cannot read who makes it. It's probably Bavaria or Austria. Yeah, I'll rerun. Absolutely. All right, so we're going to go ahead and rerun it. And that's going now. Thanks so much for your bid. And Denise said is heading to you. Thank you.
On its way to you.
All right, we're going to do this little plate for $1. I'm pretty sure it's like a Bavaria or an Austria piece. It is a little piece you could put next to your sink. I guess I have it upside down. My husband's making all kinds of hand motions over there telling me to turn it around. But you've got your fruit, kind of your classic little trinket tray piece of china. It is porcelain. And that is up and going for just $1. Let's give you a size while you're contemplating there. About 6.5 inches. And Susan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
How about this big old piece of milk glass? My favorite pattern in milk glass, absolute favorite pattern ever, is the diamond point. And look at this bowl. It's like a console bowl or a fruit bowl. Absolutely stunning. And it is Westmoreland. So we do have a Westmoreland mark on the back of it there. So right there in the middle, you've got your classic W. This is a good size, 12 inches by just shy of 10 inches. It is not pink, it is white, Crow's Nest. Thank you so much for asking. Y'all, Crow's Nest is a family friend and he has given me a hard time. All right, that is up and running. Thank you so much for your bid. And Johansson, that is going to you. What a great grab. That is a beautiful piece. I have another large piece of milk glass. And this one has the prettiest scallop edge ever. Look at the size of this bowl. This is your very classic grape and leaf pattern. And I do not know who makes this one. I would guess Westmoreland. I'm trying to see. Actually, yep, it is Westmoreland. I can barely see it, but there is the mark right there on the bottom. So let me show you that bottom. It almost looks like a big daisy there on the bottom. But look at the size of this. Absolutely stunning console bowl. You know what this would be good? You could put your pasta in there. Make a great pasta dish. It is a 12-inch diameter. And that is up and running. Grape and leaf pattern, Westmoreland glass. And it is not pink, Crow's Nest, just in case you were wondering. Thank you so much for your bid. Johansson, that's going to you. Okay, where are we with items? I have a couple of, if anybody likes ephemera. Oh, you are, Johansson, you just unlocked the Blue Jay tier this way. Don't forget, as you guys are unlocking tiers, click on the crown. We have coupons in there. And those coupons, it's resetting on September 1st. So the coupons need to be used by, I think they give you 10 days. So like by the first week of September, you need to use up the coupons. We are going to be resetting our rewards. And we've actually rewritten our whole rewards to make it even more beneficial. So come September 1st, you'll see a whole new rewards structure in tier that gives you far more coupons. So we've made it easier to get discounts. I'm going to run a little bit of ephemera here. I have five pieces of ephemera. We're going to do the overhead so we can see it from the top. These are all early 1900s postcards. So we have a best wishes. Some of them have been used and stamped, but they are all early 1900s. We have another best wishes. And these ones are so pretty because they have that raised texture. We have just a little country cottage and a tourist one. So we're going to run all 5 for just $1. These are antique postcards. Some stamped, some not. Thank you so much for your bid. And reclaimed vintage, those are going to you. Thank you very much. We'll do one more set and then we'll move back on to some other items. So let's just do one more set of 5. This one is Best with Best Wishes. It is an unstamped. We have a beachy looking one here, another unstamped postcard. I love that one. That one you can almost frame. That almost looks like a French countryside. That one has a nice note that I probably couldn't even read if I tried. And then we have a beautiful one there. Let's see if I can find one that has like a embossed. No, I don't think I grabbed them. All right, so we're just going to do this one. And then we have one that's like a church. So we're going to run all 5 of those for just $1. They are definitely all early 1900s. So nothing modern. Thank you so much for your bid. And Johansson, thank you so much. That's going to you.
Thank you.
I am trying to branch out a bit more into some ephemera, so I hope to schedule an ephemera show soon. Old Lady's Attic is raiding with a party of 3. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Tracy. This is Zoe's Treasures. We are running French Country Decor today. And when we get a raid, we like to do something just a little bit different. I will run something for $1, but in addition, we like to bring up the raider's profile just to say thank you for coming in and raiding us. So let's take a quick look. While my husband's trying to pull that up, I will find something we can run for $1. I do not have calling cards yet, but I am trying to get calling cards. So I've been collecting ephemera, kind of getting ready for that transition. All right, let's take a look. The Old Lady's Attic. Look at you. You look like a newer seller. Congratulations. Welcome to Whatnot. Reclaim Vintage. Absolutely, we'll get to that. And keep going down. Let's see when your next show is. Let's just click on shows right there. Next show is 8/27. And it looks like a Christmas show with all kinds of different stuff. That looks so cool. Thank you so much for rating me. Let's go ahead and run this for $1 in honor of the raid, and then we're going to do that teapot. So this is a beautiful little creamer or pitcher. Love the little gold on there. Do not know who makes it, but it is definitely French country. Would look gorgeous with some greenery coming out of it. And that is up and running for just $1. Thank you so much for your bids. And it is not pink, Crow's Nest. Absolutely, it is not pink. Susan, thank you. That is heading your way.
You.
Let's do this teapot here. I threw my tag down there. There we go. All right, so we have this gorgeous, gorgeous teapot. It has the purple. I think they're lilacs, but I don't know a whole lot about flowers. But I'm guessing they're lilacs. I don't know, maybe not. Beautiful purple. There is only one call out, which I will show you on there. I cannot make out the maker's mark. I'm guessing another Bavaria piece. The only call out is there are some flea bites like around the rim of this, which is kind of typical in these older pieces, but no big pieces missing. And then again, that is intact because normally we'll see some of those with pieces missing. And that is up and running. Oh, that's right, Crow's Nest. He needs to buy me more flowers so that I can learn them, right? That's the only way to learn them. Thank you so much for your bids. And Denise, that is going to you. Thank you. All right, let's go back to, is there anything I have not run yet? No, just those. Let's go back to my list and see if there's anything listed that I haven't done. Look at this, you guys. I love this. It's like this big old long description, which we probably don't need. But this is Victorian glass. It is so delicate. We have a Ponto mark, so I'm pretty sure this is hand-blown glass, hand-painted, gorgeous ruffled edge. This is an antique piece, been around for a long time. We have an applied handle on there. This is one of those ones that you collect. Maybe you put some florals in there. It comes with 3 small tumblers. There are no really like call-outs. There's maybe a few little flea bites because of the age, and the paint is wearing from use. But you get to 3 tumblers, and you get this stunning Victorian pitcher. I'm actually going to drop that price down. Let's run it for $15. You get the whole set there, $15. Thank you so much for your bids. And Denise, that is going to you. I will make sure that is wrapped up very, very well. All right, let's look at this next piece here. This is a little bit higher priced piece, but I've actually priced it at a third of what it's going for. It is a collectible. It is antique. So this is a Carl Enz Volkstedt. I'm sure I didn't say that right. Porcelain figurine. It is from 1919. It is a little boy and girl like they're about to kiss. They are so adorable. The porcelain is so old. We do have like some holes, actual holes in the porcelain on her dress, which I don't know. I think it adds to it. I think it is just an absolutely stunning antique piece. We do have that signature there on the bottom, or the maker's mark on the bottom. And I will actually drop the price down a little bit more. And we'll run this for $42, up and going. Gorgeous collector's piece. Thanks for looking at that one. Let me go. Let's take a look at the Fenton that I have listed here. Now, we see the silver crest a lot, where silver crest is pretty popular, and the one with the pink crest, I don't know if it's called pink or cranberry. This one is the gold crest, which I just think is so pretty for the fall. We've got the fall colors coming up, or the fall time, so you have the fall colors going on. So you have your gold crest. This glass is so thin that you can almost see through it when the light is on it, so I can like almost see through it right now. It is a Fenton, and I just love the big bulb at the bottom. I do not need it. It is 6 inches tall. I was about to measure it, but it's 6 inches tall. We'll drop it down to $12. It is up and going right now. Thank you so much for your bids. Thank you, thank you. And Ash, that is heading to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've already ran that one. Let's run this picture here. This is a green and white. And again, the colors for this time of year are just perfect. So think of a bunch of like a baby's breath or something coming out of here. Would be so pretty. So you've got your green and white. It does say number 62 on the bottom. It is just shy of 7 inches tall. 6.5. There you go. I already measured it. And we'll run that one for just $10. Up and going. Thank you so much for your bids. It is beautiful. I love the green and white. Melissa, thank you so much. That is heading to you. I've been like more and more drawn to the green colors for some reason.
On its way to you.
But I have been. All right, let's take a look at this Lenox. Classic Lenox sugar and creamer here. Thank you very much. So just a classic elegance. Gold stamped Lenox in perfect condition. Sugar and creamer set. And we'll run that for $10, up and going. See if we can kind of get it in there because that handle is so pretty. And Ash, that is going to you. Thank you. Let me get a number on there so I'll make sure it goes to the right person. And you have unlocked the Blue Jay tier. If you weren't in here earlier, let me tell you about our rewards program. Not only do we have the rewards program, but we like to make sure that we're rewarding you guys for actually using it. Our top 3 tiers, which are Cardinal, Hawk, and Owl, they're not that difficult to get to. You guys get invited to a special members only show on the last day of the month. It's already scheduled. If you're in one of those levels, you'll already be able to see that show. And we run it a little bit different. So we're going to be doing a bundling show. We're not running auctions in the typical fashion. You get to claim your items. And the things that I'm showing you is everything I've curated during the month that has not been on Whatnot. It's everything before everybody else sees it. You get first crack at it. So that is a good reason to try to reach one of those tiers. All right, let's see here. We're going to run these. So pretty. Think about these in a bathroom with some soaps in there, some decorative soaps, or even next to your kitchen sink, or with some candles. You can put maybe some of the sand and the candles would be so pretty. But they are the leaf, the gold and white leaves. They're in perfect condition. You're going to get both of them. They are just over 10 inches long. And let's run them for $1. They are up and going. You get both of them for $1. Thank you so much for your bids. Or a candy dish, Leslie. Yes. And Missy, that is going to you. And that is a first purchase. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are getting close to the end here. Only got a couple more items left. We'll run this Lennox piece. That is a great buy. So we have a Lennox, it's technically an ashtray, y'all, but you don't have to use it as an ashtray. It is gorgeous. This would be such a beautiful trinket dish. It is 8-inch diameter, gold stamp Lennox. We're going to run it for just $6, up and going. It is in mint condition. I love it. Almost has like an MCM look to it. Thank you for your bid. And Ash, that is going to you. Thank you so much. Y'all, we are getting close to last call here. In case there's anything in the bin you want to see. My husband's pointing that I'm missing something, but I'm not sure what I'm missing. You are very welcome. Thank you so much. All right. We have, I may. Let me run this and I'll run in my back room. I think I possibly do have a little bit more Fenton. Where's my, oh, got my sticker on there. My inventory, ignore my inventory tag. All right, we're going to run this guy here. This is Oneida. So you have your beautiful lid. So think about this in the fall with all of your fall foliage coming out of here. Teapot to my right. Yes, I will run that next too. So we're going to go ahead and run this one. Oneida. This is silver plate, but it is stunning. I love the ornate details and the feet on here, the way it sits up like that. We're going to run that for $9. I'm going to do this for 15 seconds so I have some time, actually 20. So I have time to go grab that Fenton. I'm pretty sure I have another piece or two in the back. All right, so that is up and running.
And thank you for looking at that. She will be right back. Hey, it's Scuba. How you doing? She'll be right back with that Fenton. Absolutely, Crow's Nest.
Two Fenton pieces.
And she's back.
Thank you. I have two Fenton pieces I was able to find. Let's see here.
No, I didn't prepare any riddles today. I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint.
I do have some trivia cards. I can read you a trivia question just for the heck of it. We did find out, if you were here earlier, yes, the other coffee teapot. I'm going to run that first. Sorry, you did request that first. Let me move this out of the way. If you were here earlier, we found out that Google should have been named. The original name of Google was Backrub, which I thought was pretty interesting. But we'll read another one here. Let's run this and we'll do another trivia. All right, so this one's really cool. I think I have this in my auction. Oh, I keep losing all my inventory tags. I think I have, nope, I do not have this one. This one is, okay, if I can read it, it's silver over copper, but silver plate over copper. The things on the side, so this was a part of a set where it used to sit in like a warmer. It used to have a larger warmer. I didn't have it. A lot of times it's hard to find those pieces together, but that was what it was for. So it used to have like a warmer piece to it. This is copper with an overplate of like a silver plate on the outside of it. It would look great with flowers. This handle, unlike a lot of other teapots, does not move up and down. It is a stable handle. But we'll go ahead and give it a run. And we'll run it for just $10. Oops, let me drop the time back down to 10 seconds. Up and going. Thank you so much for your bids. See if we can get it so you can actually see how pretty it is there. And Denise, thank you so much. That is heading to you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's do the riddle. Let's do a riddle. And then we're going to do Fenton. We're going to do this Fenton first. This is another gold crest. But let's see here. Let's see if anybody knows the answer to this. Okay. What alternative hip-hop group led by a bespectacled rapper recorded the Humpty Dance? No idea. I would never have guessed this. If you guys know, I'm applauding you. All right, one more time. What alternative hip-hop group led by a bespectacled rapper recorded the Humpty Dance? No guesses. Yes, I would have no idea neither. This is 90s trivia, by the way. I think I was too much into being a teenager. The Beatles. I for Beauty, as awesome as the Beatles are, I do not think they recorded the Humpty Dance.
Nice try, I for Beauty.
It was Digital Underground. Oh, there you go. The Crow's Nest got it. Yeah, did you Google that or did you actually know that? All right, let's look at this. Vintage Glow got it too. Let's look at this piece of Fenton. This is another gold crest Fenton. It is a fan base. Absolutely beautiful. And look at it. It's kind of funky in there. You see that? How it kind of comes down like that? It's a little bit different. It is a Fenton though. It matches the other one. It is I want to say an unmarked Fenton. I was not able to find the Fenton emblem on there. We'll run that one for $12. Let me give you a measurement really quick so you know. About 6.5 inches. And that is up and going. Gen X kid, yes. Thank you so much for your bids. And Ash, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If you guys like the finer glass, the more expensive, higher end vintage, I do a reverse auction about every 6 weeks. And that's where I save like all of my high end items. So check that out in my bin. I don't list anything, but we do a reverse auction. The whole thing is a reverse auction. So that's where we start high and we work our way down and you kind of pick your price point. And hopefully it's at a price point before somebody else picks it. All right, this is another Fenton. This one does glow. I am pretty sure here. Pretty sure this is a glowy piece. Hold on, I gotta go see in the bathroom where it's dark. Just a second, we'll see so I can tell you for sure. No, not a whole lot of glow. That's why I wanted to check. Not a whole lot of glow. But it is a gorgeous Fenton piece. It has the butterfly, so it is the butterfly basket. And of course you got that opalescence going around the top of it. And we do have that Fenton stamp on the bottom of it. Maybe it does glow. I did not glow with my flashlight. 6.5 inches tall. And that is up and running. Thank you so much for your bid. So when I do the reverse auctions, I do try to have things like swung vases, just a higher end glass, higher end pottery, those type of things. Thank you so much. That is heading to you, Johansson. Appreciate it. All right. Where are we? What do we have next? We are almost done, you guys. We're close to being done. Let me just check if there's anything else. We'll run this piece one more time. Actually, I have 2 more things, and then we'll probably go find somebody to raid today. There are items in the bin if you're interested. My hair is like driving me crazy. It's all in my eye. All right, so we have this gorgeous piece. This is a piece from Italy. Green and white, not pink. I know it looked pink because of my lights. Absolutely stunning. 3-piece tray set. Tons of crazing on there. Oh, thank you so much. And that is up and running for just $10. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to run one more item. But before I do, next week, Primitive Ironstone Salvage Show, dollar starts. The whole show, dollar starts. I may list a few things. It's probably going to be mostly random, but dollar starts. I do definitely have ironstone for that show. I know I already have some back there that I've been collecting, some good primitive stuff, and free shipping. So I hope to get there where all of my shows are dollar starts and free shipping, but we're going to ease into it. Also, if you want to come see me on Monday, I have a packed week. I have all kinds of shows this week. I do Monday morning is random, 7 a.m. You never know what you're going to get all across the board. Wednesday night is the new Seller Surge raid train I run. If you are a new seller and you want to be on a raid train, message me. I don't have openings this month, but I'm booking out a couple of months in advance. Send me a message. We'll get you on the new seller raid train. All right, let's run this. This is a Better Homes and Gardens gravy boat. Beautiful, nice, thick ceramic piece with a good underplate. It is Better Homes and Gardens, so it's probably about 10, 15 years old. We're going to run that for just $1 to close out the night. And that is up and going, $1. Thank you so much for your bids. And thank you, Raylan. Raylan, I think if I got that right, that was the first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, we are going to go raid somebody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please check out my shows. I got a ton of them this week. And come back and check out that $1 start free shipping show next week. With that, let's go find somebody to raid. Let's go see Word of Vintage. They only have 7 people in their show. So let's go bless them. Make some new friends here.
Thanks for joining us. Buckle up. See you next time.